here's how bad this whole hacking thing is getting. They've just uncovered this one Russian hacker, 272 million email accounts, Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, many, many others, some of the largest U.S. banking, manufacturing, retail companies. And we don't know what happened to those or how they're being leveraged and utilized in ways we probably haven't seen yet. This is something Garry Kasparov has been warning about and saying we blithely go by and ignore. He says that unless we get a handle on this, Russia does have the upper hand. Garry, good to see you.
Thanks for inviting me.
It is out of control, isn't it?
It is absolutely out of control, and we just heard, the revelations from the Romanian hacker who just told about him getting access to Hillary's server, but he spoke from the American prison in Virginia.
Right.
This anonymous Russian hacker spoke from Moscow, most likely from a very comfortable KGB villa outside of Moscow. And just tells you about, the way Putin...
Do you believe it? Do you believe that the number were hackers?
Possibly.
There's no way it was that many.
Maybe it's not that big, but it's definitely millions, whether it's tens of millions or hundreds of millions. But I believe it is possible because it's not just one hacker. It's the entire institutions called, Russian state under Putin's control.
Well, why are Russians, and I guess by extension the Romanians, a lot of these people, why are they so good at this? And
because the state resources have been used, to hack these accounts. Putin thrives in the lawless jungles, and that's why we have problems with Russian athletes. There's doping problems. So
this guy apparently didn't even want money for it. He just liked the thrill of it and wanted to. If he got nothing more than getting the names out, great.
Look, I'm sure that, people who he's working for, they can well compensate him for what he did. Maybe not him, because I will not be surprised if there's a whole team behind it. But what they did, they need information. And by the way, the whole story tells you that the idea, it's a fake idea of Fortress America, that we can protect America. We can build walls, firewalls, and nobody will penetrate it. I mean, it's
that's what Donald Trump says.
But it's nonsense, This is unless you want to...
Donald Trump is saying nonsense?
Look, who am I to criticize Donald Trump? But I'm afraid...
If he were president, he says he would stop this immediately, this kind of stuff.
Look,
how do you think he would do it?
I don't think he will. He will be able to do it because it's very clear that, unless...
Well, I guess what he's saying, Garry, is a tit for tat for every time you do stuff like this. But I'm not quite sure what that would be.
Then tell me, if you think that Donald Trump could be a solution for all these problems, tell me why Kremlin's propaganda channels cover Trump slightly less than the Fox News. Putin is delighted to see a chance of Donald Trump becoming a president because Putin needs chaos. Every dictator can thrive in chaos, and Trump is an ideal agent of chaos. He's unpredictable.
An agent of what?
Of chaos. A very chaotic movement.
Oh, God.
Yes. Yeah, so Trump is unpredictable.
Well, didn't Russia underestimate Ronald Reagan?
Yeah, but Reagan had philosophy. They knew what to expect from Ronald Reagan. From 1964 to 1980, Reagan built his record. It was a very strong record. He had a plan. He had a philosophy. He was very strong, on foreign policy, and he had a clear vision of what he wanted to achieve domestically. So Trump flip-flops. We just heard on his comments on minimum wage. That's what helps Putin and other dictators because unpredictability.
You might be selling him short.
Yeah, but unpredictability caused by the President of the United States helps dictators. It creates the aura where the bad guys will
So you hate both
benefit.
candidates, Hillary and Trump?
Look, I'm not for Hillary, I'm for sanity. Yeah.
Okay, this might not be the year for that. Garry, always good seeing you, my friend. Thank you very much. He was so ahead of so many international developments on the curve.